Am I on? I think I'm on. I think I see it at the top. Yeah, okay. Welcome to Phantom Menace. This is the PC version, so if you've seen any at like a GDQ or anything, those were the PlayStation version, so this run does differ a little bit. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so you're going to notice at the beginning we're running without voices. Unfortunately, although the voice acting is actually pretty good in this game, it's slower, so we can't do it. And we haven't got any background music on. And the reason we don't have the music is because it will glitch as soon as we do any form of sequence breaking. So we skip something, music glitches. So it's just not possible to be in the run. Okay, so now this little dialogue is over, we can start with the run. So we're going to be force pushing a lot because it actually doesn't slow down your movement when you do it. With your lightsaber, you slow down. You do an animation and it kind of like slows everything down, so we don't do it at all. The only time we don't force push is when we swap over to the infinite saber glitch, which you're going to be seeing coming up right now. So the infinite saber glitch is when you swing your saber and it doesn't complete before you fall. It basically just infinitely activates the saber. And you can tell by that trail behind me that it's got. Okay, you can see it behind me there. Right, so this level is fairly simple. There is one horrible jump. It is the bane of my existence, and I normally reset multiple times before I get a run going. Today I can't do that, so we'll see how it goes. It's going to be the first roadblock of the run. But this first bit is fairly simple. We just go around pushing people out the way, really. Nothing too complicated. And off we go. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it with first try backflip. Right, we'll destroy the generator. We'll wait a bit longer than usual to make sure I guarantee to get that, because I'm going to be playing safe. This has got like a weird camera angle, to be honest. It's very... I don't know. You get used to it. Let's put it that way. Right, okay, so coming up is the dreaded backflip. The dreaded backflip. We'll see how many times I need on this. One down. So... this is very normal for me. This is a very annoying jump. Unfortunately, it's the... it got put into the run by me. I was very overzealous in my early days of doing this run. And I put this into the run. It's nowhere near as consistent as it is on PlayStation. On PlayStation, it's actually like something you can... there we go. And yeah, so it's the curse that I put on myself, to be honest. I can't complain about it. But we got through it a decent-ish time. It's okay. It's okay. We don't see Qui-Gon here, though, so that's how you know it was a slow setup. Because you can actually see Qui-Gon running still from the cutscene. And yeah. So this next level, we've got some incredible tech, which I'm going to take as little as time possible explaining because it's irrelevant after this very fast bit of the run. So what we're going to do is we're going to swim boost. If you go down from an elevation into the water, you go super speed in water. Unfortunately, it needs to be a ramp, so this is the only time. This is literally the only time, unfortunately, because there's other bits where you're in water, but it's no use. Okay, so we're going to run past the tree. That tree, one day I will jump through it, believe me. I know I said that at the opening crawl, but some massive skips were found, but not that one. That one still eludes me. It would let you skip this cutscene with Jar Jar. Unfortunately, it is way more inconsistent than that other jump. Like, you could be ramming your face against that for like an hour and you're still not into it, and then you get it like 10 times in a row. So until that's consistent, I'm not going to make the same mistake of getting that into a run. Okay, so here we're going to push here, and we get a little boost under the tree. And we're going to go and catch our foot on this rock. There we go. That stops Obi-Wan from rolling, because at a certain distance, falling, Obi-Wan will roll, and it's not very quick. And you can't actually turn or control yourself while you roll. So we're going to dodge these little guys. If you run in a certain pattern, they always get out your way. It's always good. Just run the same every time. That corner is also harder than on the PlayStation. Everything is like, I don't know, less consistent, it seems. But we've got our own ways of doing things. But that corner, I've only ever managed it 7 times, ever, since I've started running this game, so... Now we're going to jump through the invisible wall tree. Fairly... Like, that was fairly okay. Jar Jar. He's not too bad. We skipped most of him in this run. It's Panaka. It's Captain Panaka, which is the curse of my existence. Right, so here we're going to avoid dialogue with Jar Jar by jumping onto this rock here and getting past the dialogue trigger. That also stops a stat from spawning, because that only spawns once you've spoken with Jar Jar. So now we will carry on. We're going to jump this corner, but not the other one. Jumping in this game actually slows down your momentum. That corner, the first corner we jumped, because we would have had to jump the log anyway. But here, the second corner, you can just run around it. It's quicker. Right, down we go. So we're coming up to a bit where Jar Jar's going to get shot, because he's going to say he wants to help, but then he just runs into blaster fire and does nothing. We only want him to go down once, so we need to kill him. We need to kill the droids quicker than it takes for him to stand back up and get shot again. So the cycles are based on your speed through the level, so wherever this dude is running around now, it is different each time, but we should be okay. We're on a fairly standard one, to be honest. Okay, we're in trouble here. He's going to go down again. Yeah, you see he went down one more time. That's okay. 2 is... it's acceptable. It's acceptable. At least it's not 3. The Droidica, they auto-lock onto you, so they're not too much of an issue as long as you're quick to react and hide behind the wall, because then they're not going to shoot at him. Right. That's level 2 already. Now we're going to head into Otogunga. This level is... There's not really much tech on this level, on Otogunga. It's more just, like, doing everything cleanly. But at the beginning of the level, there is one thing we have to do. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to bump Jar Jar to get him to say his line, so him and Qui-Gon stop moving. Because if you are familiar with the PlayStation run, thermal detonators aren't that strong. They're just like normal grenades. In this game, they're like tactical nukes, and they will one-shot everything around them. We do not want Jar Jar or Qui-Gon anywhere near that, or you are going to game over. So, we just bump him to stop him, because we're just going to go on a killing spree here. We don't have time to do this level in the correct way in any way, shape, or form. So, we've bumped him all the way back there, which is nice, because now, here comes the detonator. There you go. Look at the size of that explosion. Like, what kind of moron throws a grenade like that inside a bubble? But it is what it is. Everyone else, luckily, has Gungan energy balls, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. It's just that one guy. Right. So we're going to push past him. We're going to be careful about killing certain guards, because this game has like a variable difficulty, and it spawns more things in the easier time you're having, I guess, like the more people you've killed. So what we're going to do is not kill any more until a certain point, because some guards will spawn in a room where you really don't want them. It's not because they're hard, it's because they get in the way. It's a block pushing puzzle, and you want to get like perfect lines, and when the guards spawn, they like obstruct it. And because of that, we need to be careful. We need to not be killing people unnecessarily. So we push him down to block the other guy, because if he talks to you while going down the lift, it will shift your camera, and it will not go away until you talk with someone again, which will be Jar Jar at the very end of the level. So you'll have an even worse camera angle if that happens. So we push him so he doesn't talk to us, because he can sometimes get you. Not always, but it's just safe to do it. And up we go. Now this guard up here, we're going to force push over and then kill, because the same situation applies with the camera angle. He will mess up your camera if you do not do it. Okay. So this is the guy, we push him and then kill him. So there we go. There we go. So this is the block pushing puzzle. There would normally be a guard that spawns in here if you killed the guards, but we didn't. so we're safe. Because this is like the main time save on this level. If you mess this up in any way, shape, or form, you're going to be losing time on this level. It's just the unfortunate truth of a level that has little tech. There's some things that will just, like, you know, make or break a level. And in this level, it was this one. But it's fine. We're on a good line here. We're fine. We just need to pull it in far enough not to fall down. Okay, so... Oh, we almost backflipped off early. Right. And off we go. We can't do it. It doesn't function. Those type of glitches, it's very hard for us to do anything that like glitches through things on the PC because they program the game different in a way. Right. So this jump is very inconsistent. There is a ceiling here, but if you jump around this way, you can jump around the ceiling and you don't bump it, which means it becomes consistent. The intended way is less consistent than that way. It's ridiculous, really, but... Oh, we can keep our lightsaber out, actually. Okay, so I'm not going to move on this lift. You can move on it, but... You see how, like, I'm sliding around on the floor here? I have had situations where I've fallen through, and it's made me paranoid for life. So, we will just stand a little bit back there. Right. So we've got to be careful about infinite saber glitch. I didn't mention this before, but it does affect your allies. If you forget to put it away, you will kill Jar Jar here. He will die. And you game over. And then you cry because you've made a mistake that you should not have made. But there's one person who is immune to this, and that would be Padme. She is immune to it. She's a badass in this game. She can get shot by like 50 droids and then stand up and say it only grazed her shoulder. But yeah, she's immune to it. But every other person, you need to have it away. We think Qui-Gon in this cutscene might have it, but the thing that makes me worried about it is in Escape from Theed, you can kill him in the cutscene, and I put it away. It's just safer, you know. Okay, so now we're gonna go and skip the entire Gardens of Theed level. This works the same as on PlayStation. This one works the same. It's got a little bit of RNG. We need that pot to be smashed on the right. 1 is the best. And then I think the worst I've ever gotten is 8. I don't know. But I will say this. I prefer the second pot smash because I normally oh no. Oh no, and I just said it as well. I normally choke the first pot smash. I did choke it, but somehow... Okay, that was extremely sloppy. I saved the choke, okay? It was not good. It was still a choke in my eyes. Right. The pillar takes too long to blow up on PC, so we just pushed the buttons there. But yeah, that was a choke in my eyes. I made it across without a reload, but that was something. That was sloppy. That was not good. But at least we didn't reload. We didn't choke the first pot smash as much as we normally do. Okay, so Padme in this level is actually pretty good. I know in PlayStation they don't like her AI, but I think there's something different with her AI here because she's really not that bad. The real issue is Panaka on Assault on Theed. But yeah, so what we're going to do here is it's just a lot of escort points. This is actually one of my favorite levels to do in the speedrun. It's also got some of the biggest time loss. It did have the biggest potential time loss until we recently revamped the final level. And now that level is uncontested in potential time loss. But this one's still up there. But it's all in the second half. The first half, it's not too bad. Okay. So first, we're going to just run along here and get in front and make sure she doesn't get hit. Because that's the main optimization you've got for this is like, do not let her go down. Every time she goes down, you've lost time. Every time you hear help, it's like time loss. And sometimes it's extreme time loss, depending where it's happened. Right, so here we're going to jump back and get her. And then we're going to take this wide because she gets stuck in the wall. Get the infinite saber glitch, but we're going to put it away. We put it away because we can't kill this droid here because he spawns a bunch of droids at the back. Another runner for this game, Fockfrit, found that recently. We didn't know that he was the trigger for the other droids to spawn. But now we do. So, now we wait for Padme. Okay. I tried to backflip there, didn't work. Okay, so I wasn't quick enough, so this guy's here, but it's fine. But all of these guys don't exist anymore. They did exist, but now they don't. Just because we spared the life of one battle droid. So this is the one bit where it's fine if she goes down. She's allowed to go down here. That's fine. That's fine. It's acceptable here. Right, so... now, we have to go and hit a droid behind this tank. A good angle is roughly about this. There we go. Now we just walk through and we can phase through her. And we kill these droids as quickly as possible. We're going to skip those droids in the window though, because the elevated combat in this game, like shooting up in the air, is terrible since it auto-targets. So we just stand there and she'll run forward and think that we've killed them. So, we're coming up to the first massive time loss, but first we have some droidicas to kill. So we get the full health, grab the grenades. Well, she's actually really good. So, I agree with you. I agree. I think I may have done that too quickly. I don't think she's on her way now. I think I have to go back and get her. Yeah. Oops. I mean, she's more effective than Panaka, her bodyguard. Right, go. Go. Go, go, go. I did it too quickly. Sometimes in this game, because of the checkpoint systems, if you go too quick, you actually go slow. It happens with Anakin on Mos Espa as well. Okay, so this jump here is one of the hardest jumps in the game. But we got it first try, because we're an actual god. I shouldn't have said that. Why would I say that? Okay, so something terrible was happening in this run because I was arrogant. Panaka is awful in this game. He is awful. Panaka kills my runs all the time. His AI is awful. Back at G. I know, I always do it. I always do it, and then it actually happens. Okay. Oh, come on. Right, fuck. We're just gonna walk into that. Come on. We did that because it didn't break. Why is he using a rocket launcher? Wait till you see how he fights Maul. We kill Maul's the fight like the Maul is meant to be like immune to explosions, but he's not. So we kill him with grenades and rockets. We never actually fight him properly. Okay. So here now we have to kill this guy, because this droid is the Terminator. This droid is so tanky, you will take too many turret shots to make this a possibility. Because this is time-based, because if you're too slow here, a bunch of droids spawn, and you basically GG run. Yeah, that's the final fight. I'm on about an assault on Thebes. The final fight we force push him down, yeah. The final fight. We never ever intentionally fight him, fight him as they intended. Every single fight with him, we cheese him. I guess on the... No, we do cheat him a little bit. We skip the first half of the fight on Encounter. Yeah, there's not a single intended Maul fight. Not a single one. Because, yeah, it's too inconsistent fighting him. Even with ISG on Assault on Theed, it's too inconsistent. Right. And that's this level. I'm going to apologize in advance. I can't control the audio of this ship. It's extremely loud compared to the rest of the game. Either you will not hear the game at all, or you will have this really loud. So, sorry in advance. I'm going to stop talking now because you won't be able to hear me. Yeah, we literally just push him down. The Nubian. I mean, imagine the glare coming off of that, though. Flying into Tatooine or something. It will blind people. They never thought of that. Okay, so here, speed is of the essence. We need to get through the death field before we get the game over. You know you've done it because a green speeder will fly across the screen. That means you're safe. I may as well explain the dialogue cancelling while we run through the field. So dialogue cancelling is used multiple times in this run, on this level the most. If you get someone else to say some dialogue, only one bit can be done at a time. Oh, rip. Only one of them can be done at a time. So if someone's got a long speech that you need to avoid because you want to talk to them, what you do is you get someone else to say their shorter line. Oh dear. I may have quick saved in a bad spot. It's fine. Right. So yeah. So what we're gonna do at the beginning? Oh, we might have to hit restart level here just to make sure this doesn't happen, because I think I've quick saved in a spot where it's already predetermined that I'm going to die. Yeah, the Terminator one is going for her. This time is fine. Okay. There you go. That speeder means we're safe. So I saw a few of you typing the slashing prices line. That doesn't actually happen in our run. The reason it doesn't happen is because we get this woman to say this line, because that means we can spam dialogue on him, and we can talk to him without him having to say his line, which means it's quicker. Yeah, I mean, I remember it. I remembered it when he did it over and over and over again because he kept dying. He kept game overing for some reason. Right, we're going to open a quick escape route, and then we're going to impress Anakin's mum with a backflip, and she's going to let us in without talking to us, hopefully. Right. So, this door is vital. It's a big shortcut. And if you forget to open it, you have to run the long way. Skywalker fan remembers. Right. So, what you need to do is you need to go diagonal here. This is bad. Bad setup. Oh no, we did it. Okay. So you can slip past her. I was very slow setting up. Yeah, we did just walk past him. We do not have to interact with him though. Yeah, exactly. I know. The fact that she, like, the actual scripted part, it tells you to, she makes you promise to save Anakin before you can go in and see him. But we just backflip and she's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, you can come in. That's pretty cool. Right, so here we need to go a little bit slow so we can go quick. There's another checkpoint system here. And if we drop down here before Anakin comes out of that hole, it will mean you have to run through the entire way because there's no way back up. So you would have to go through this way, but Watto wouldn't talk to you, so... Exactly. And it's not the same, like, in the movie it makes kind of sense because he brought them in from the sandstorm, but here it's just like, hey, can I talk to your son? Ah, come on, Watto. Okay. Exactly. That's the price. Right, so here we're going to do another dialogue cancel because Anakin's really impressed by his pod racer, but we don't care. We don't want to listen to his speech. It's really long. So we're going to wait till Watto grunts. There we go. And we're going to talk to Anakin before he can say his speech. I almost did, Rambo. Watto can, like, soft lock there a little bit. He will stop moving. Like, he'll just, like, it's like his version of a T-pose. And we used to think it was a soft lock. But it turns out if you hit him with your saber enough, he will move. And you will not be punished for it. So I almost was going to, but he fixed himself. Right, so if you look at the back of Qui-Gon's head, you can see there's a Wookiee on the back of his head, right? It 100% is a Wookiee. So we put all the blame for the crimes that Qui-Gon is about to commit onto this Wookiee on the back of his head. He's like the Voldemort of Phantom Menace. Right. Yep. They did all of his grunts. They did everything. Right, so we're going to kill the slashing prices, man. We're going to see him again in the arena, Max Rebo. Yep, he was having a bath. Muffin would be proud. Right. So we killed him and got this. So the way we get through the end level, normally we've soft locked at this point, but dialogue cancelling Anakin means you don't soft lock. They put the fail state onto him saying that line. They did not put the fail state onto they didn't put the fail state onto the actual end level trigger. It baffles me that they did it, but yeah, him saying you're a murderer, I won't help a murderer like you, that is the fail state. If you can dialogue cancel past it, it's fine. We don't skip the pod racing, the devs did, but you'll see what I mean by that. Right, okay, so this level became extremely inconsistent because of that revelation. We used to collect weapons on Mos Espa, but we no longer do, so we have a real trouble fighting the final boss of this level, because there's an invisible wall that may or may not spawn. We have zero clue what causes it, and if it spawns, it becomes inconsistent because you have to reflect bullets at him with your lightsaber, because you can't even hit him with a lightsaber because he has a shield. No, that's what I mean. No, that cutscene's in. I was saying the devs skipped the pod race because you don't get to watch it. That bit's in. You can watch all the audience reactions. But yeah, so I'm going to be taking the safe route and get some safety grenades here, just because I don't want it to die on this. No, I don't want to be stuck here forever trying to get good RNG on an invisible wall. I've said the wrong line there. It's fine. It's fine. We're on a bad jury juice cycle now, but yeah, we have theories, but none of them. They don't. Yeah, it's if anyone can figure out the invisible wall, they will be the hero of the Phantom Menace speedrunning scene. Basically. Wink, wink. Be a hero, please. Well, I think we could do like a collab between the racer team, the racer speedrunning team. They can do it, not me. Okay, so we're on some weird cycle now because our dialogue was weird because I picked the wrong dialogue line. So yeah, exactly. I mean, we all remember that part of the movie where Qui-Gon entered an arena battle to get the Peggotts to do the gamble. He definitely didn't wager the Queen's ship, you know? That definitely wasn't a little minor plot point where Padme was like, I don't agree with you doing this, and he's like, the Queen trusts me, when she is the Queen, you know? None of that happened. What actually happened was he went and fought a green monster for Jabba. Right. So here are the jury juices, and off we go to the slightly slower strat. Because, like I said, maybe we'll get lucky and we will get the no invisible wall, which would be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool, but unfortunately, you know, that very rarely happens for me. It's definitely something I'm doing wrong because we don't know what the problem is. It's RNG only because we don't know what causes it. But I get it. I get the invisible wall the most often out of all runners. I mean, we just killed Team Toe because he was gonna wish Anakin good luck and dialogue cancel us so we can get to the bar droid. Exactly. I mean, he did cheat in gambling as well. Qui-Gon was interesting Jedi. Let's just call it that. Right. Okay. So this is normally you would just like carry on to the left here. You would follow the lizard boy around to the left. That is his name. We checked the credits. It has to be him. But we're going to get these here because this makes it consistent. This saves me. This saves me from embarrassment. Right. Okay, so we're off to the final boss, who has a very mismatched voice. I was informed the reason his voice was mismatched was because originally he was an unnamed race and they didn't know what he was, and he did the voice acting. Yeah, we only for this. I don't use it in my actual runs. I'm using this for the Kessel run only because I don't want to fail this. There we go. That's why. That invisible wall where the grenade blew up, you need 5 grenades to kill him. You need 5 to blow him up. And if that takes it, yeah, it's just a big issue. No, this isn't faster. Yeah, like if you have no wall, you lose 10 seconds. If you don't have, if you have a wall, if you don't have a wall, it is quicker. I know. Look at this. Look at this god tier race. This race is just. Wait. Oh, we just saw a pod racer. Look at. Blink and you miss it. Literally. Oh, Skywalker is right behind. Look at. I honestly think it's budget cuts that the reason they didn't, or time constraints. It has to be one of the two. There's no way they would skip this, right? Like, there's no way. Like, that... It has to be why. Exactly. Ace has just done, like, some sort of out of bounds, and he's looped past, so we didn't actually get to see him. He's run up the wall and jumped over. Right. Okay, so on this level, there is only time loss from the second half, because it's an auto-scroller. But the beginning we can do quickly, and that means we can save some time. So basically we got to get past a cutscene which stops the first phase of the Maul fight, and then the second phase we just have to keep Maul occupied and keep him away from hitting the hyperdrive. He can every now and then just decide to run at like 3 times your movement speed and kill Padme, but we're gonna hope that doesn't happen because it's not fun. There we go, we've just avoided the trigger. And there we go. Now we're just gonna slash him a bit. It's like impossible to beat him in the time that we have because we didn't do the first half. He should be at half health at this point, and I should be way lower health as well because saber fighting in this game is bad. You get chunked. Saber fighting in this game, it was so hard. I don't know how I ever completed this game, like legitimately. But there we go. The ship is not as loud this time as well. Maybe. I mean, originally the guards in Mos Espa were Gamorrean guards, and then Skywalker Ranch was like, nope, you gotta get rid of that. And then that's why they all turned into the grey ones. What do you mean, Steve Palpatine? I thought it... Sheev. Right, okay, so this level, there is 1 and 2 Padmes. Okay, Padme 1 is this one here. In the original, like in the actual gameplay, she gets kidnapped, and then Padme 2 is the one we rescue. We are going to go through a death wall, meaning that she will never get kidnapped. We can, however, like glitch her into a wall, and if she goes inside the wall, she's basically despawned. And when that happens, yeah, it's Sheev. It is Sheev Palpatine. It is Sheev. Yeah, that's why they're those weird grey things. But yeah, so we're going to try and despawn her, because otherwise she's going to dialogue cancel the final cutscene, making everything super slow. We all know the more hover cannons meme. I've done something terrible. I've done something horrific. Get out of there. No. This is a big, big time loss. Come on. There we go. This is a big, big time loss, but it is what it is. So we're going to get her to despawn, quote unquote. She doesn't actually despawn. She runs into a wall and phases through it and doesn't come back out. And that will save us from having her dialogue. Will we do it though? I've been pretty sloppy at it lately. But we'll try. We'll try. Right, so we kill this droid here, because we don't want to do the whole mini-quest buying tickets, and she's not here, so we should be okay. I say should, because she can be on a delay, so we're going to quick save here, because now we're down. Because now we're down here, right? We have the issue of not being able to get back up. So if she was delayed and she walked in and I jumped down, we would game over. So you never ever drop down into this section, even if you think you've despawned her, unless you quick save. You always quick save, unless you're crazy taking a risk. Thanks, James. Right. So we've got some big time loss on this level. Big time loss because of the beginning, but we have got a despawn, so that's fine. So the death wall is on this bridge right here. And this bridge is covered in the death wall other than one small sliver, which is along the side here. We've got past death wall. She now is not kidnapped. However, we still have to rescue her. Because that makes sense, right? She didn't get kidnapped, but she has been captured. She is like in a cell. But we will do that. So we jump over here because this guy will ask you what you're doing in his warehouse. Completely valid question. You've just jumped in from the window outside. He will be, yes. Very soon. Okay, so these lifts here are the reason that it's very unlikely we're ever going to find an out of bounds for Panaka on this level. Because of the elevation changes, even if we do find one and manage to drop down, he will die from the fall damage. This was, I know, right? Like this bit's in like the hidden director's cut. This entire level, Panaka's adventures. But the thing is, right? Panaka's actually a really good character in this game. It's just the AI for him is so bad. He is so good. He's got the best gun. He's got a really good jump. But no. No. His AI just is useless. Right, so now we want to avoid as many homeless people as possible, because we do not want to talk to them. So I used to like try and kill this guy here because he's the main offender for talking to you, but the homeless people in this game are ridiculously strong. Like ridiculously. I mean, he filmed this entire movie with a drone. That's why we've got this angle here. It was all filmed with a drone. Just flying from behind. Level used to creep you out as a kid. I didn't really understand what's going on this level, to be honest with you. I didn't quite understand this level. Right, so this puzzle, I think it's meant to be bottom right, bottom left, top right, but because the button here is glitched, is lit up, none of the other ones are, and you have to push this one twice. Either way, this puzzle it makes zero sense, and unless you understand beforehand what to do, you're gonna soft lock, because you can trap yourself with no bridge and in between the things with no path to go. And yeah, it's a terrible puzzle. It's terrible. It makes no sense. There's no clues to it anywhere in the game. Yeah, you sell the binoculars to be able to get the tickets, but we just kill the droid instead. So here's some skeletons. They've died because they said the wrong password, which is Coruscant has lovely sunsets. Now, we will see something incredible. Something truly incredible afterwards. We're going to see the beauty of Coruscant once we finish this fight. I don't even remember the dialogue from this level. He doesn't believe you're attacked. I mean, I don't see why anyone would not help us. It's obviously the queen as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's just some random dude. It's not like Panaka's on his own. He's with the queen. But as you can see, this level has a weird situation here. So this will be the longest cutscene in the game, but it isn't because you have to run to the next one. Just here. That's all you have to do. Now we're in the next one. So it's the second and third longest cutscenes in the game combined. I don't know why they do that. But look at this. Look how beautiful Coruscant is. It's incredible. Well, they bounce as well. Like, I mean, I think it fires 2 bolts, but maybe it's just what. I mean, when you shoot a double-barreled shotgun right in a game, it doesn't take 2 shotgun bullets, does it? Yeah. So the queen. Well, that's because we've despawned her. That's because she doesn't exist. She would keep saying the more hover cannons line. She would keep saying that, but because we made her non-existent, she doesn't say the line, which means we're fine here. Okay, we're into time loss hell now. These last 2 levels are ridiculous. I've been 1 minute, 1 minute 10, 1 minute 20 ahead on this level. At the end of this level, and I've come out massively in the red every single time lately. I'm just not good at it. I'm just not good at these levels anymore. I did them too well on my PB, and I just tanked too much time. Right. So that was a bit scary. Panaka can die in this cutscene. Panaka can die here, and you have to reload. Okay. So, this droid on the right is the one we have to zap, because he will come into this room and basically softlock your game. So what he does is he will kill this guy, meaning you do not get a gun, which you need for this level and the next level. So, if this guy dies, softlocked. And that guy's the issue. And that droid there, the one that I zapped, was the issue. So, Panaka's gone down, which is actually favourable for me. Because it means he's got better chance of not going down on the next one. Palpatine having more power. Well, Palpatine's like in charge of like. It's like if there was such thing as a head of the UN, right? The head of the UN would have more power than the. Would he though? Probably not actually. Okay, so we got good Panaka AI here. We got good Panaka AI. So we quick save again. Now, Panaka did not mess us up this time. I'm sorry, Panaka, for all the bad words I've always said. He's not the Senate at this point. He's not even. Actually, he is with attack. Okay, he is actually Chancellor right now. He is. Right now. We've just got past the point where he gets elected. Or no, afterwards. I guess it's happening right now. Okay, we mistimed that. That was my fault. Fun fact. You would never have guessed. Right. So this is the fight which I was on about with the rockets. So here we blow those up because it will make Maul move. Maul would like move around trying to get to them. So we want him to be really, really still. Oh, he's come for me. Why would you come for me? I was trying to play it safe. Leave me alone. Okay, this is bad. This is gonna be a nasty fight. Oh, this is a nasty, nasty fight. Okay, so we're gonna. This is another thing that Donut found. This is one of his skips. If you shoot here while running along, you skip the transition to the next phase if you do it correctly, not like that. He was voted in. There we go. You see? And we skipped the phase transition, meaning we skipped the rest of the level. Now the final battle. The Hell on Earth. Yeah, the sabers in this game are terrible. Like, we avoid them as much as possible unless you've got infinite saber glitch, and even that doesn't save you there. Maul hits so much harder than Obi-Wan. So here's another skip found by Donub. It's a recurring theme that skips get found by Donub. He barely does any full runs himself, but what he does do, he comes in and he just demolishes the entire strats. And then he tells me and the other runners. And then we finally get good at those strats, and then he comes in and demolishes them again with some new crazy skip. This was the first crazy skip he found. So on PlayStation, you go into the ceiling over there, and we couldn't do it, so we assumed we weren't able to. But there is one spot that we're allowed up. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think we're going to be on the bad cycle already. To be perfectly honest with you, we'll try. We'll try, but I think we're on a bad cycle. The risky strats on this level are based on lift cycles. No health. Yeah, I guess we could try no health. Okay, so they're constantly going on the lift cycles, which means we need to... Oh, this is bad. This is gonna be so risky, no health. It's doable. It's doable. It's just terrifying. Ooh. No. We're going for the health. Yeah, there's VODs. There's VODs enabled. Okay, this is bad. This is acceptable. This is acceptable. Yeah, we get that. So the lift cycles, we're about to see the first one. Let's see if my risk has paid off. Probably not. Oh, it did pay off. Okay, so we will go for the risky strats then. The risky strat is dropping down here. Okay, we should be okay. Yeah, cool. There we go. Oh! We did it. We did it. We got the thing I was terrified of, but we failed something else. And Padme's now very low on health. There we go. We jump into that hangar. It is the rage quit level, but did you see that? It's fine for me. Right, cool. We got everything. It's looking sub 50, but it's not anywhere near a PB. We're well off track for a PB. I need to be here at like between 45 and 46 for that. But it's looking okay. We're looking that we're looking at a decent-ish time. Nothing went majorly wrong, which I'm really happy with, because normally... Oh, I almost jinxed that. Oh. Oh! I almost said something there. This actually has been a pretty good, So we kill these two. But yeah, this has genuinely been a decent-ish run. It's not bad. Like I'm happy with this. It's gone way better than last time. Last time was an absolute nightmare. Everything went wrong. But this time, it's gone pretty good. Gone pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect. We had a lot of losses in certain places, especially Mos Espa, of all places. Oh, and we got the perfect lift cycle. There we go. And off we go to the finish. Was it? I think I had one which was better than this. But he's such a nice character, New Gunray. He's such a good... Oh, no, it's not. It's, what's his... Rune Hako. Rune Hako. He says it to Rune Hako, not to New Gunray. I think... I think it's politically correct reasons. I don't know. But they kept Wato's voice the same. I don't know. Oh, dear. Excuse me, sir. I've messed up here. Bye. There we go. Oh, because we messed it up, we were over 50. Oh, well. Right. Yeah, so that is the run. It was actually a lot better than I expected it to be. I was expecting to mess up a lot more. The no resets are actually kind of a big issue for me normally because I reset a lot at the beginning, always. I reset too much in my runs, so I'm kind of happy that it was actually like still a decent-ish time. It's a lot better than the last time we did a run. So if you were interested in learning this run, I actually finished a new tutorial yesterday. I tried to upload it today, but it had like way too much time left and I saw my run was coming up, so I had to cancel the upload. So I'll be uploading it after this run. Because none of the current tutorials have the... None of them have the current strats with the big skips in them. It just has like the old route. The Sith has struck a fatal blow. I know. Their summarization of some of the lines are questionable. Like, the voice acting in this game is really good though. Other than Nute Gunray and the final boss of Arena, they have really good voice actors. Like, Padme is voiced by, I can't remember her name, but she voices as Princess Azula in Avatar Last Airbender. But yeah, one day maybe I'll do... There you go, there's Lizard Boy. One day maybe I'll do a fully voiced run at one of these things instead, so you guys get to appreciate the incredible voice acting. Because it's actually pretty good. But yeah, if you do start running this game and you need... This font annoys you. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It doesn't make sense that they didn't stick with a Star Wars one. But yeah. Yeah, so if you need any help, I'm always available. I obviously don't do this full time. So, yeah, she is the handmaiden. I was thinking that earlier. I was thinking that earlier when I was watching the run. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds exactly like her. She's just everywhere in Star Wars. But yeah, I obviously don't do this full time, so bear with me if I don't reply straight away. But if you have any questions about learning the run, or even if you just don't want to learn the run and you just want to get this game to run on Windows 10, just hit me up in the Star Wars Speedrun Discord, in the Phantom Menace channel. That's where I'm most active. Woman whose woman's son is missing in feed. Was... Okay. But yeah, that's about it. I can't really do anything from this point because you can't skip this. Oh, there we go. We're at the end anyway. Cool. I was worried about like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? But there we go. Cool. So that was Phantom Menace on PC. There you go, Jedi Master. That's all that counts. That's all that matters. No one cares about the time. Everyone cares about this rank. But yeah. Okay. Thanks very much for watching. And bye.